Cuando ustedes quieran saludar, when you want to greet someone in Spanish, uh, these are the most common or the most common ways for you to say hello to somebody, especially when I'm from Colombia, okay? And this hola, hola, this is how you pronounce it, hola. H is voiceless. You say hola, 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 hola. Yes, that's the common one for saying hello in Spanish. So in English, you guys have hey, hi, but in Spanish we have hola. All right, that's how you pronounce it. Now, other way for you to say hello in Spanish, especially like I said before, when I'm from, is entonces. Entonces, that translates something like so or then, which it doesn't make no sense to any English speaker, but to us it makes sense, you know. But let me clarify something. This entonces is very informal. Entonces, 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 when we are, let's say, greeting someone, we say entonces, and then the other person say entonces, ¿cómo vamos? Entonces, right after this word, entonces, sometimes people use como vamos, which is the last one there. Como vamos. Como vamos. Entonces, ¿cómo vamos? All right. So now we know, we have learned so far hola and entonces, which is one very common in Colombia. Hey, entonces. All right. Entonces, another one is ¿qué más? ¿Qué más pues? ¿Qué más pues? ¿Qué más? ¿Qué más? I'm trying to pull up an accent that we have in Colombia, which is Paisa accent. ¿Qué más pues? ¿Qué más parcero? Talking about the word parcero, parcero is like dude, okay, dude. Entonces, ¿qué más? ¿Qué más? ¿Qué dices? ¿Qué dices? ¿Qué dices? Or ¿qué dice? ¿Qué dices? This is something common as well. Is some besides Colombia, my country, in other countries they also use this expression ¿qué dices? All right, to say hello. All right, but this is informal. This is informal. And the other one, ¿cómo vamos? It can fall into these different categories. It can be formal and informal. ¿Cómo vamos? Hey, ¿cómo vamos? Hey, ¿cómo vamos? Sometimes, or most of the time, people before ¿cómo vamos say, hey, ¿cómo vamos? Hey, ¿cómo vamos? Hey, ¿cómo vamos? Hey, how you doing? Hey, ¿cómo vamos? That's the equivalent. Hey, ¿cómo vamos? And then, hey, todo bien. And people answer things like, todo bien, it's all good. Todo bien. ¿Cómo vamos? All right. Now, if you get to, let's say, if you go to a bank, all right, let's say you want to withdraw money and you want to talk to a teller and you don't want to go to the ATM, you should say hola, hola. And right after this hola, this have to go with something else. Hola. Okay. Not all the time, but people say hola and the other people say hola. All right. And if you're just having an informal conversation, you say hola, and other people might reply like entonces. Okay. So now it's a combination between formal and informal um, Spanish. But it's okay. You don't need to worry about it. As long as the person replies, you should be just be fine. If I say if I run into you on the street and I say entonces and you say hola, that's conversation. You're saying hi back to me. Hola, entonces. Okay. And this is what I use with my students. I try to use, like casual conversation, casual greetings that we have or that I use in Colombia, my country. Okay. Even though I'm a teacher or a professor, but because that's what I do back home. I'm a university professor. I use informal Spanish with my students. That's what I use is informal Spanish with my students. My students say, ¿Qué más, profe? ¿Qué más, profe? They use this one, ¿Qué más? Like, how you doing, But this is, like I said, this is informal. ¿Qué más, profe? And then I say, entonces, ¿cómo vamos? Then, after using this entonces, I move on to the last one. ¿Cómo vamos? Entonces, ¿cómo vamos? They say, muy bien, profe, muy bien, muy bien, muy bien. All right. Before moving to the saying goodbye thing, I want to just go to these other ways for you to saying hello. And these are the ones depending on the day, like the state. How can I say that? Like depending on the hour of the day. Okay, if it is in the morning, you should say buenos dias, bue, buenos dias, buenos días, buenos días, buenos días, buenos días, hola, buenos días. After you use buenos, people usually say buenos días, hola, buenos días, hey, buenos días, hey, hola, buenos días, hola, buenos días. Now, in the afternoon, we say buenas tardes, buenas tardes, buenas tardes, buenas tardes, buenas tardes. If it is at night, okay, after 6, we say buenas noches, buenas noches. In English, this word buenas noches is only used, for example, buenas noches is good night. When you go into bed, you say buenas noches. But in Spanish, we say buenas noches for both saying hello, not at a nighttime, or just to say somebody, hey, it's bedtime. Take up. I'm gonna sleep. I'm going to bed. Okay, so you can use buenas noches for those two different cases. Okay, now, ¿cómo estás? ¿Cómo estás? ¿Cómo estás? How are you? That's the equivalent. ¿Cómo estás? If I want to know how your day is going, I should say ¿Cómo estás? ¿Cómo estás? I should ask ¿Cómo estás? ¿Cómo estás? And now, I will tell you what people use to reply to that, or what are the things people use to reply to that. Okay, and then we have ¿Cómo vamos? ¿Cómo vamos? Is the one I already explained. Now let's move on to the different way you should use to answer this ¿Cómo estás? ¿Cómo estás? At least in Colombia. In Colombia, we always, or we try to use a lot this excelente, excelente, excelente. ¿Cómo estás? Hey, excelente. Why? Because we don't want to let people know that even if we are going through hard times, we always happy, and but we don't want to show people that we are going through a lot, unless if I don't know that person that pretty well. Like, I don't know you that well, I don't need to tell you my business. I'd rather you know keep it like that. And now I'll say, ¿cómo estás? Excelente. ¿Cómo está? De maravilla. ¿Cómo está? Súper bien. Now, repeat after me. Excelente. Excelente. De maravilla. De maravilla. Súper bien. Súper bien. Okay. Now, when you just want to say good in English, uh, in Spanish, you want to respond to that person that you just good, that you're okay. You say in Spanish, you say bien. ¿Cómo estás? Bien. ¿Cómo estás? Bien. ¿Cómo estás? Bien. Now, when someone is not feeling, when you are not feeling, like you're having your best time, all right, you're not having your best time, you're just okay, you just, you're just there. All right, in Spanish we say más o menos, más o menos. Okay, here in the United States, a lot of people, I don't know, maybe they learned that Spanish from books. But if it is your case, we never say así así. We never say, unless not in Colombia. In Colombia, my country, nobody, I can tell you this, nobody use this expression to say like you are so to mean in Spanish así así. So that's wrong. If you talk to somebody from Colombia and you say así así, he will feel like, what am I? Why is this person using así así? What does she mean by that? Or what does he mean by that? So we don't use that. Okay, we use más o menos, regular, regular. So there is a typo. There is a typo there. It is regular. I'm gonna write it here so you guys uh, get it. You can get it right, okay? Because I don't want any confusion here, any mistake. So the word is regular, okay? Regular, okay? That's the the spelling. I'm It's a typo there. How are you? ¿Cómo estás? ¿Cómo estás? You say regular, regular, okay? And then the last one, ¿cómo estás? ¿Cómo estás? You say mal. ¿Cómo estás? Mal, mal. Okay? My advice is don't ever, don't ever say mal, or don't ever say regular, or don't ever say más o menos to someone you don't know. When you use that más o menos, regular, or mal, you're opening up yourself for conversation. You just opening the door to that person to have more conversation with you and to touch upon things that you might not want to talk about. Talk about things you don't think you're ready to talk with a stranger, with somebody you don't know. That's why most of the time my advice is to say bien, excelente, de maravilla. Okay, with that you should be just fine. Okay, all right. Hey, ¿cómo estás? Bien. ¿Cómo estás? Excelente. ¿Cómo estás? Súper bien. ¿Cómo estás? De maravilla. Okay. Now let's see the different way you guys need to use to say goodbye in Spanish. When you want to say goodbye, you use this adios, 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 adios. You can say ciao, ciao, ciao. Okay? Ciao. One thing you need to understand is that in Colombia, the CH and SH sound, there's no distinction. Okay. To us, is the same thing. Okay. So we don't really um, classify the two sounds. We just say ciao. It could be ciao. I mean, that's how we do it. Ciao. Ciao, ciao, ciao. That means bye. Now, nos vemos. Nos vemos. Nos vemos mean see you. Nos vemos. Nos vemos. See you. See you. Nos hablamos. Nos hablamos. Hey, nos hablamos ahí. Nos hablamos entonces. Nos hablamos. Nos hablamos. The other one is cuídate. Look why I wrote two different ones. Cuídate, and the other one, cuídate. Cuídate. Hey, cuídate. One has an accent, the other doesn't. But it's still the same thing. Hey, cuídate. Hey, cuídate. But it's the same thing. You understand? Cuídate. Cuídate. Cuídate, Pedro. Nos vemos mañana. Cuídate. Cuídate. Hey, cuídate pues. Estamos hablando. Now, those are the ones we use to say goodbye. Now, let's move on to this example. For example, somebody say, Hola, Ana, and you reply, Hola, Manuel. Hola, Ana, and you reply, Hola, Manuel. This is formal. Hola, hola. Hola, Manuel. Hola, Ana. Hola, Ana. Hola, Manuel. Entonces, ¿qué más pues? Entonces, ¿qué más fue? Don't translate this, because if you translate it, it may not sense to you in your language, depending on you what language you have. Like, if, for example, if you speak English, it may no sense in English, because in entonces mean then. And then if you translate the other, it will say something like what more than, and then you're like, what? I'm confused. So that's why languages, you don't translate it literally. Okay, you just learn it with the structure you are taught, the way it is. Just learn it, just go with the flow and use the expression. If you see somebody, if you hear somebody saying entonces, just reply the same thing. Say entonces, entonces, entonces. ¿Qué más pues? ¿Qué más pues? ¿Qué más pues? This is very paisa, okay? People from Antioquia, they use ¿qué más pues? ¿Qué más pues? ¿Qué hubo? ¿Qué hubo? ¿Qué hubo? Todo bien. ¿Qué hubo? Todo bien. ¿Qué hubo? Todo bien. All right? Buenos días. Buenos días, Ana. Buenos días, Ana. Buenos días, Manuel. Buenos días, Ana. Buenos días, Manuel. Buenos días, Ana. Buenos días, Manuel. Buenas tardes. Buenas tardes. Buenas tardes. Buenas tardes. Buenas tardes. Buenas. Buenas. Buenas is a short way for you to say, like, if somebody say in the afternoon, good afternoon, you just say, it's like if you were saying noon, something like that, noon. But in Spanish, you translate just the good part, like good. Okay? Like if you're saying good. Buenas. Buenas tardes. This is an informal way to say good afternoon. Buenas. Or not only good afternoon, it could be in the morning. You hear people say buenas in the morning. I do it myself. I do it myself. When I go here in the United States to any Hispanic supermarket, I just say buenas. They already know because we are native Spanish speakers. We know what we're talking about. Entonces, entonces, ¿qué más pues? ¿Qué más pues? All right, now let's move on to the second part. And with that, we are done for the night. We will continue tomorrow. Okay, vamos a continuar mañana. We are going to continue tomorrow. If somebody wants to introduce himself in a very basic way, okay, because remember, we always need to start basic. Don't go advanced, start basic, and then you move on to the next stage. Okay, if you want to start basic, this is what you're going to do. Hola, mi nombre es. Hi, my name is. Or you can also use hola, yo me llamo. All right, there is a mistake. Hola, yo me llamo. The S part. Okay, there's a typo which I'm going to correct. I don't know, for some reason I couldn't delete that. I think I did. It didn't save. Okay, it didn't save this part. But just to let you know, you cannot say hola, yo me llamo es. You need to say yo me llamo. Yo me llamo. All right. And then you say, um, you gotta use your name. Okay. Yo me llamo Antonio. Yo me llamo Antonio. What's your name? Mi nombre es Pedro. Yo me llamo Pedro. Or mi nombre es Pedro. You understand? Now, this is what you need to say when you wanna talk about your country, where you're from. When you want to talk where you're from, you're gonna say yo soy de. Yo soy de. Yo soy de. And then you're gonna use what? You're gonna use the country. Yo soy de Estados Unidos. If you're from United States, you're gonna say yo soy de Estados Unidos. Okay? Yo soy de Estados Unidos. If you're from France, you're gonna say yo soy de Francia. Yo soy de Francia. If you are from Japan, you're gonna say yo soy de Japón. Yo soy de Japón. That's right. Yo soy de Japón. All right. Entonces, ahora, yo tengo, yo tengo. That means I am. And here you're going to use your age, whatever age you are. Like if you are 20, you're going to say, yo tengo 20 años. Yo tengo 20 años. Here is important for, to know the numbers. So you can use your age, the numbers. That's a topic we're going to cover on in one of our lessons, the numbers. Yo tengo 20 años. Yo soy profesor. Yo soy profesor. I am a teacher. We're talking here about our occupation. Yo soy profesor. I am a teacher. And if you're a student, you're going to say yo soy estudiante. Yo soy estudiante. Yo soy estudiante. You understand? ¿Entienden? Hola, mi nombre es Juan. Yo soy de Ecuador. Yo tengo 20 años. Yo soy profesor. Yo soy profesor. Now, let's wrap up with this. This person is including more information. It say, hola, mi nombre es Diego. Yo soy de Colombia. Yo tengo 24 años. Yo tengo 24 años. Yo soy taxista. Yo soy taxista. Yo estoy soltero. Yo estoy soltero. Hola, mi nombre es Diego. Yo soy de Colombia. Yo tengo 24 años. Yo soy taxista. Yo estoy soltero. This is a self-introduction. Very simple, very key, very, you know, straightforward what you need to communicate. Your name, where you're from, your age, what you do, which is your job, and your marital status. If you're single, which is the case, soltero. 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 All right? That's the end of this lesson. I hope you guys can improve your Spanish. Espero que pueda mejorar su español. Espero que pueda mejorar su español en un mes. En un mes conmigo. En un mes puedan hablar español muy, muy bien. Ese es mi deseo. Así que es cuestión de actitud. Es cuestión de que ustedes pongan mucho interés en aprender este idioma, que es muy bonito y trae muchos beneficios. Muchos, muchos. Bueno, eso es todo. Nos vemos mañana. See you tomorrow with another lesson. Bye bye. Chao.